But back to that Sorrows game, right? I'm not interested. I'm not gonna cap to you, bro. I'm not interested.
Hmm, I might check it out.
Nothing really like it. It looked cool at first. That grasped my attention. Even the little whatever flying fucking sun demon thing, that dragon, whatever the fuck that was,
Hmm.
that grabbed my attention. But once the they started showing the gameplay, that really didn't. That kind of lost my attention.
I got what you mean. That's why when I seen it, I was like, ah, it's one of those. That's why I was like,
It gave too
I'll
much of
probably.
like, oh my fault. Go ahead.
That's what I say. I got you. I got you. That's what I say. I might check it out.
Yeah, to me it gave too much like Doom and uh like Star Wars Fallen Order definitely in like the movement of this character,
Hmm.
but Doom in the aspects of like shooting and killing. It
Hmm.
seemed like it was a good mix, but like to me it didn't seem like it was mixing very well.
Not for me, Chief. I get it.
Like, hey, I'm gonna be CM Punk on this one. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna do my thing. You do your thing, but I'm still the best in the world. No, you know what I'm saying? I'm just fucking around. Anyway,
Best to,
anyway,
best to ever do it. Best to will do it.
anyways, we here, we vibing, right? We chilling. We hope you all got your lighters out, got your fucking blunts, joints, pipes, bowls, bongs. Cause
Spark it up. Smoke.
welcome back,
Well,
welcome the fuck back. Kind of excited for this episode. I'm not gonna lie to you, cause the two of the major things we're gonna talk about is a lot, especially WWE, especially WWE.
special, especially.
But
Can't forget
welcome,
about WWE.
but welcome back to the Stone Viewpoint.
Feel adrenaline, no pain. Welcome all to my domain. Yeah. So let me break it all down for you. I ain't never giving up, I ain't never giving up. Taking that crown from you. I ain't worried about you, I ain't never. So let me break it all down for you. I ain't never giving up, I ain't never giving up. Taking that crown from you. I ain't worried about you, I ain't never. So let me break it all down for you. I ain't never giving up, I ain't never giving up. Taking that crown from you. I ain't worried about.
I'm Vinny. He's D.P.O. I'm the comedian and he's the musical artist. You've seen the intro, but let's dive on in back to what we were talking about and get everything flowing. So we were just discussing like all the video games that are supposed to be coming out all next year. Like a few of them interest, but one of them that more so piqued DPO's interest than mine was what the fuck was the name of that thing again? Hmm.
Saros.
Sorrows. We recommend you check it out if you're interested in what it is. It's just yeah, it ain't my cup of tequila.
Yeah, it seems all right. Something like, probably just see. I mean, how far I go with it, who knows? But, it all depends on the game and how much keeps my interest. But, I'll give it a shot.
That's understandable. That's understandable. But before we now I know I did say we got some major things we want to talk about with two different in our topic category, but we still got to get through all the other stuff. We can't just give you guys a whole conversation on just two things and not bring any other stuff. So first thing I want to start off with, even though I can't find the post because I know I liked it and I saved it, but it won't show up wherever I found it. I believe it's the Toyota is making a new vehicle that will only be sold at Lexus dealerships, and it kind of gives off like a Batmobile vibe when you look at it, but it looks really cool. It's got like it's a combination of modern day and like kind of like the I'm trying to think here. I don't want to say like Formula One driving cars, but in a sense, kind of like that. Like
Hmm.
it's got like the front body kit of like a little extension of the tires, and the back it looks kind of completely normal. But it still has a nice little sleek design of everything. Y'all wasn't expecting us to talk about cars, huh? Yeah, we talk about cars, everybody. We talk about them cars. You gotta talk about them cars.
I mean, that is Lexus. You know that is their purpose. They are more luxury um, than anything. Um, that is who they are. That's what they like to specialize in. And if it's like versus Toyota, like yeah, they are a part of like Toyota, but it's more you care about the car a little bit more. Uh, and if I wonder, is it the Lexus LFA you're talking about?
Uh, like I said, when I find it again, I'll bring it up in the next episode, which will be the Christmas episode.
Help you out there, homie.
No, no, I think that
No,
one's been around for a hot minute actually. But that's not it.
no. Yeah, I thought I'd ask.
But some other news. Uh, last week we did get news that Spider-Man: Brand New Day has wrapped filming. We also have been promoting on the podcast that the trailers for both Avengers: Doomsday and Supergirl do drop next week.
Indeed.
And then
I'm kind of excited for Doomsday. Just see what that more interested in Doomsday. Wondering how they're going to do that.
I'm excited for both, but Supergirl a little like Supergirl's gonna come out. Supergirl's gonna do great, but it's everything else. But we'll get into that in a moment.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's also news, right? There's also news that we're getting a fucking Assassin's Creed Black Flag remake.
You damn right.
I'm gonna let you go ahead. Go ahead, take the lead on this one. Go ahead. That damn right proves to me you heard about this, and you
No, I
just
haven't. You're telling me. I'm just saying. You damn right. You damn right, because it was one of the best Assassin's Creeds that they made, along with three. You know, three was the best, and then we got Black Flag right after that. Come on now, man, they
because it
did
was
it
this.
back to back for us right as a kid.
It
So
was
it's
the
only
story of the
great for them,
Kidways.
to remake Black Flag, give us the pirate being again. Be nice if they do three again as well. Just for shits and giggles. But yeah, I didn't know they were gonna go ahead and remake it, and I'm definitely getting it.
I didn't know until literally a few days, like 2 days ago, to be exact. And I was like, damn, we definitely got to talk about this on the podcast. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm excited because like that is definitely one of the best Assassin's Creed.
saying? Now, a few more, in a few more news, three more things, because the last thing is kind of going to end in the first 15 minutes of the video or so. But
Mm-hmm.
you have news that Scarlett Johansson has reportedly been in talks or is getting a role to be in the second Batman movie, the Robert Pattinson one made by Matt Reeves. And a lot of people are speculating two things. One, she's either going to replace Zoe, how you say her last name? Kravitz? If I'm saying it right?
Kravitz.
Yeah.
Okay, Zoe Kravitz.
She may not return for Catwoman, which I don't believe 100% at all. Because she actually did a really great Catwoman. Like, when I say she kind of brought, like, every adaptation to life, but in her own little way. I can't even say little way, just major way. She did that. She did that. She put the icing on the cake.
Mm.
But
No, she did. Like, I'm not saying like she's not gonna come back, but then again, who knows? You never know what they got going on and everything like that. But if Scarlett Johansson's coming in, she could be coming in as Poison Ivy.
see, yes, I thought about that, but then a lot of speculations online for what I'm hearing and what fans want is one of the great, and I will agree with them. It is a really great Batman storyline, even 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 though I've seen it like 2 times and I can't find it as much.
What's that?
Batman Mask of the Phantasm, where it was the story. It was a story. It was like a love story mixed with a story on how Batman had this girl he was with before he became Batman. Like he truly donned the costume. It was the anime Batman series, by the way. So the one voiced by the late great Kevin Conroy.
Okay.
and this like phantom guy person came running around with this little axe thing and was taking on these mobsters that seemed familiar to Batman. And when he finally pieces together, he's like, oh shit, because she was back in town too. He's like, oh shit, you out here killing these motherfuckers and doing the 1-2 just so you go after Joker, because Joker was in that shit. And like, she confused, why are you saving the scumbag? And again, you know, I can agree with everybody, like, and I'm gonna look at the camera. I'm gonna look at the camera, even though I already am looking at the camera. I'm gonna look at the camera. Batman, you gotta stop saving Joker. Just and call it a day.
He can't, man. Like it's a thing for him, especially after his parents being murdered and everything like that. It's just something that he holds that he cannot take a life, and he definitely can't take the life of Joker because the Joker mirrors him so much. So he feels if the Joker probably could change, maybe the Batman could change.
But I don't. That sounded like I was about to make an argument, but he's been proven time and time that the Joker won't change. But to move on with
Without that, that's the point of insanity. Once again, why he is the Joker.
I'm not talking about Joker. I'm talking about Bruce. But hey,
Hey man, I'm just saying.
You got your points. I got mine. I ain't gonna.
Dude, in a sense, Bruce is insane, especially after what he does over and over and over. You think about it, he does the same shit over and over and over. Put these bad guys in jail. They escape. They do this.
All right. But two more things. One, MCU has also currently stated that they have no further longer use of She-Hulk going forward in the MCU, which I kind of find stupid, because then, in a sense, why even make the show? Like, I understand the show didn't perform how it was because I wasn't 100%, rocking with it, but I vibe with it. All right.
That's why, because this show didn't do so well, so that's why they just want to give up on it, or just trying to find. They don't want to go with the storyline or this or that, or they're honestly changing up the whole storyline. Honestly, it would be perfect because they were restarting everything. Like they said, ground level shit. She-Hulk's perfect for that. She did a lot of ground level shit, especially with a lot of the people. I think they're pretty much getting ready to roll out.
That's what
and
I'm
whatnot.
saying. So why would you not continue and also bring back the actress that played her? Because she does do ground level stuff. She's like Daredevil, a lawyer, and she does.
Mm-hmm.
Again,
so
even like I said, bring back the actress. I didn't actually she did. To me, she did pretty good as She-Hulk.
I didn't watch it, but it didn't look too bad.
Okay, but kind of going forward and then back into video game talk. Two more things, but we're gonna do this real quick because we gotta hit that USO real quick. You know what I'm saying? Not only did a certain actor say he wanted to play a character in a live action version of Red Dead Redemption, they're also apparently, and this is a rumor I heard, I'm not sure if it's 100% true, don't quote me, Red Dead Redemption 3 is in the process, and if they're making Red Dead Redemption 3, boy oh boy, I'm about to go waste some money getting me Red Dead 1.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it would only make sense. Red Dead Redemption did so well, and it honestly still is doing so well. So, do they continue the story, especially everything is connecting together and so much to go off of.
Look, as I said before, I've never played Red Dead 1, but I know how it ends because I was there, in person watching somebody play it and saw what happened at the end when I was younger.
I get you.
The story should continue with Jack. And you can go multiple different ways with how Jack wants to live his life. But the main way I see it, have Jack battle with trying to continue that peaceful life his father gave him, but then also remembering, knowing that life that he lived in Red Dead 2. Don't mean to spoil it for you or anyone there that still has played it. Of the outlaws and stuff. Make it an internal conflict because, I can do good, but then I also wanna you know.
I'm pretty sure they're gonna figure something out, but I get what you mean. Like give you choices, and I think that's what they're gonna do. Like go into the choices just a little bit more. Once I see that's where video games do, like go into choices a little bit more, which would be nice because going in choices make people think, especially having a conversation like between the characters and shit. Just
Oh,
find out certain shit.
100%, 100%. But now let's dive into the big stuff. All right. So first things first. While we were already on the topic of like film and stuff, let's continue with that topic. Because I rather put WWE last because there's a lot I know both of us want to get off our chest. Warner Bros. So everybody's been hearing the news. We heard the news. Warner Bros. Is apparently went on sale because they need to be bought out, or not bought out, but need whatever shareholders, stuff like that, if that makes sense.
I heard that they
And
just said fuck. Everybody said fuck it, let's bid it, and they tried to keep it quiet.
right, but then it got out, and everybody's hearing because apparently Netflix required it, and the total was let me see one more time. Let me look here. The total for Netflix, right, was like 8 point something or 82 something billion dollars.
I think it was like $87.4 billion or some shit like that.
I don't know. I want to say something like that. You know what I'm
I'll go
saying?
back to that post and click on it.
No, I know where it started. That's why I was going higher up. Not trying to say any of that, but it's higher up. Like there's some other things I know I wanted to talk about, but like this right here, this felt like gotta dive into. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
But the other stuff I actually can bring up because it will go well with what else the
Going
news
on.
I found about the Warner Bros. Purchase and shit. Here we go.
I mean, because there's 82.7 billion.
Right.
Should have given them 2.22 billion extra.
No. See, this makes me think of that Arby's post where they said Arby's bought out what was it again? They bought out somewhere, and someone in the comments like, "Where the fuck did Arby's get $29.8 billion fucking dollars from?"
Hey, bro. Hey, you'd be surprised. I mean, I'm not surprised Netflix got that kind of money.
But again, right? They purchased it. Now, there's list, and I had the list right here. This is everything they have, everything they're getting with the purchase. So they get the Boondocks, they get Adventure Time, Sex and the City, Final Destination, Cartoon Network, Game of Thrones, Singing in the Rain, Powerpuff Girls, the Clockwork Orange, Big Bang Theory, Minecraft film rates, Courage the Cowardly Dog, Turner Classic Movies, Wizard of Oz, the original film, Dune 3, but only distributor rights, the Lord of the Rings films, everything TNT games made, Lego, the Monsterverse, WB games, including TNT, Nether, Rocksteady because they made the Batman Arkham series games. Friends,
The big thing about that WB games though is that Nether, because if they acquire that Nether system, then that Nether system will allow gamers, allow computers to adapt to gamers play. So like the games that will actually be more challenging instead of having the same old like boss fights or the same NPC fights. They're learning from your abilities, learning from what you're doing, and adapting from that.
See, that's what I wish gaming would get to, but let me not steer the car.
Like it was a system programmed in the Shadow of Mordor's video game, and which I forget who, but their owner, the WB, they secured the copyrights and they locked it away. Pretty much didn't share it with other gamers or developers, or used it again, or barely used it.
You're not wrong there, but let me finish the list real quick. Oceans, which I'm probably thinking like the Ocean films, Ocean 11, 12, 13, Ocean's 8. I could be wrong, I'm not 100% sure. Gremlins, Evil Dead, Mad Max, The Matrix, Beetlejuice, DC Comics. Literally, DC Comics,
Nice.
Adult Swim, Tom and Jerry, The Jetsons. I don't know how to pronounce that. Harry Potter, Citizen Kane, The Goonies, Scooby Doo, Rick and Morty, Johnny Bravo, Looney Tunes, The Hunger Games, The Conjuring, The Sopranos, Robot Chicken, Mortal Kombat, and both HBO Max, Smiling Friends, Flintstones.
And that's Casablanca.
I was running through everything, so I couldn't really read it like that.
You good.
But, like, here's my thing. My main concern right now, right?
Niggas got Adventure Time on there twice.
Yeah,
and the Boondocks on there twice.
They very concerned. But here's my concern, right? It's mostly with the DC Comics, DC Universe. Because, again, you know, James Gunn has been making the whole DCU and doing it step by step and trying to get everything taken care of. Like I said, next week we get the trailer, or I think they said this week we get the trailer for Supergirl.
Okay. Yeah. This week and next week we say we had the trailer for Supergirl and Doomsday.
But James Gunn later on will go to say, like, you know, the deal is not going to affect what he does. When it might affect what he does, because later that day, right?
Mm-hmm.
Give me a second. James Gunn went and said, you know, the theatrical releases remain incredibly important for DC because, you know, Netflix has got their own shit going on. They're not going, you know, making movies and going straight to the theater, besides maybe like Stranger Things, even though that's their thing. But then our main movie would be like Wake Up Dead Man, which is like the third film to now complete the trilogy of the Knives Out movies with Daniel Craig. Right, and then it kept going. Warner Bros. Guaranteed to release films into IMAX theaters. Damn, I'm stuttering just trying to rush through the shit, and I shouldn't be trying to rush.
29.
Through 2029.
So much like it's Warner Bros. Like anybody who acquire Warner Bros. You do acquire a lot. Because like Warner Bros. Been around for so long, they have so much like in their vault and system. I mean, there's stuff on the list that hasn't even been named that they'll have. You know.
You're right. So then there's also news that Netflix plan to keep, you know, HBO Max around, but they'll be adding some of the HBO Max content to Netflix. What makes sense because, you know, they already have, like, you know, the DC's Titan show on Netflix. Mm-hmm. In some countries, if you have a VPN, you can find this out. Or if you live in these countries, you know this. They have some of the shows that are on HBO Max, like Young Justice, just to give as an example. But then they also said...
Like it would just be more beneficial for Netflix, honestly.
Yeah, see, that's where I thought everything was cool. But then, you know, I got this post where it says Netflix cancels 4 Zack Snyder projects prior to their purchase of Warner Bros. So that made me think, okay, maybe you want Zack Snyder and James Gunn to work together, make a film. That seems pretty cool, right? But then I had to think about it, and I started looking into it a little bit more. I'm like, why cancel these 4 projects he's doing because you had to purchase this, besides maybe the fact of, you know, now you don't really have the budget to like do his movies. But then it also said the reason reports is due to the underperformance of Rebel Moon.
What?
The reason they're cutting his films before having bought Warner Bros. Is due to the fact that the film he made, Rebel Moon, didn't do so great. You know, had underperformance. Mm-hmm. And then later on, James Cameron of all people, and I'm not saying that to sound like a dick, but of all people, came out, and then this is where everything started. This is how everything is now starting to get a little bad in my opinion, when I saw this keyword, when I saw this and read it. James Cameron says if Netflix buys Warner Bros, it would be a disaster for film industry. And that's where all these posts and all this reading and researching started becoming a problem from what I was reading. Like, there's confirmation that, yes, films will still be released in theaters, especially for the DCU, because, you know, they already made the plans. They already gave them the rights to do stuff. But then we had industry news of the Screen Actors Guild, Writers Guild, Directors Guild, all looking to stop Netflix from acquiring Warner Bros. And this is before they fully purchased it. Mm-hmm. Then they went and purchased it. They announced that they purchased it. You know, they're jumping for joy. You know, they're happy. They're doing stuff. And then this is the first explanation I got. Now, there's a video I found where the lady gives a deeper explanation, which I am going to play for us to hear and kind of get a better understanding. But now people are going to the community and going, you know, Netflix is the most powerful entertainment company after acquiring Warner Bros. This is serious because Netflix now controls huge movies and can choose to skip the theaters and put everything on Netflix instead. No company has that much power before. No company has had that much power before. What happened to all the fucking memes we were making about fucking Mickey Mouse with the goddamn Infinity Gauntlet trying to acquire everything?
Exactly.
That right there.
So I mean, like Netflix did it before everybody. I mean, like, don't get me wrong, like that is strong possibilities where they could just put movies and stuff on Netflix, right, instead of just going to the movie theater, which I don't think they should do. But I mean, you know, it's so much to do. Like, I don't think they're just gonna like have them go straight to freaking like have them go straight to Netflix. I think they're still gonna have them go to like movie theaters, and like if you want to do the same thing as if you're buying a movie ticket, buy it on Netflix, but that profit still goes to the movie some way or like somehow, and still help out people, you know, or whatever. You feel? Still do something.
So what you're explaining there makes me think of when Black Widow went out in the theaters, but during COVID time, you know, you really couldn't go out of the house, and you really wanted to be careful. So Disney decided, hey, you could buy the Black Widow film on Disney Plus and watch it at home.
Mm-hmm.
Now there were some problems with that because Scarlett Johansson didn't approve of that. If I remember how this went down correctly, she didn't approve of it, and
that's what she didn't, like. They should make a deal with the actors, like shit like that, because some dude got a problem. But keep going.
She didn't get paid. I think it was like payment because she wasn't getting the profit from that either.
Mm-hmm.
But
because like I feel like they got a deal that like they get profit if they goes to like theaters and it gets like certain amount of ticket sales, which I think is stupid.
I would love for you to elaborate on that, but we'll swing back around on that topic.
No, it's just like just putting pieces together, thinking about it.
Honestly, fuck it, go ahead and elaborate on it. I'm very curious.
I mean, on this. Like think about it, you know, to a point where like you got to know how ticket sales go. You know, how else you're supposed to know how good a movie does. You know, so based on how ticket sales goes, basically on how much basically. So say if you got a budget of 100,000, right? That's what you made to make your movie. So it goes to the movies. You know, your ticket sales go, and you instead of 100,000, your movie did like 2 million opening night. You know, made a huge profit. You know, so that profit does not only go back to the movie. Basically, one, the movie was already paid 100,000. So now you can also give back to your actors and give back to the people that was in the movie. They also get a certain kind of revenue from that as well. It also shows that, damn, if the movie did this good in theaters, then these are good actors. These are good. It was a good director. This was a good story writer. Like it also promotes names very highly, and it's certain it's processes. So to skip that and go right into Netflix, then everybody can watch it, and everybody can like like they're everybody can see it, but they're not getting the same profit. So say if you got Netflix and you're like, hey guys, I just got the Scarlett Johansson movie. You guys want to come over and watch it? Now, if one person paid for that movie, 5 people watching it. She only seeing the profit from one person.
No.
Instead of 5 people actually going to the movie to get a ticket.
Well,
that showed that 5 people actually wanted to go see the movie.
Now, again, I'm in full agreement with you. But now, as I was bringing up Disney, right, and I completely understand now what you're saying, and it makes total sense because, like, the one thing that was bugging me is, like, isn't usually the budget used to, like, pay the actors as well? But then again, what if because you're right, because some actors do put their, when they say, like, producer or, like, executive producer, these actors putting their own money into the films to kind of get a profit back from that, besides getting paid for being in the film. But what it's really starting to throw me off is, again, they acquired it, and now two different things are going into motion. Paramount, I guess, was supposed to be making a deal with Warner Bros. And now they're going into trying to do a hostile bid for, like, give me a moment here. I don't remember them for like $108 billion for Warner Bros. They now have $108 billion because the price is a little bit lower because they fired thousands just so they can do this takeover, which I find stupid. You're firing all these people because you want Warner Bros. And again, I'm going to play the video here, and then we'll probably have a better understanding of what's going on. But then that's not
saying, like, if you already firing people here, what's going to happen when you get Warner Bros? You're going to fire more people?
That's where I was going with that. Thank you. But here's what else is happening. See, before Netflix even bought Warner Bros., they were apparently planning on buying EA Sports back from, as we brought up before, it was sold. But then now, Netflix, not Warner Bros., Netflix was planning on that. Now, after Netflix bought it, now Netflix is literally starting to do that fucking Disney meme. It's literally planning on buying all these other companies because the next person it wants to go after is fucking Disney. And I think here's where it clicked in my head. Okay, we got DC, right? Why don't we go get the competitor Marvel? And then with Marvel, we also get Star Wars. Like, so much is happening. But here's the video. Let's kick back, listen, and then give our opinion.
So you've probably seen the news that Netflix bought Warner Brothers, and you've probably seen multiple videos about how horrible that is for anybody working in the entertainment industry. But I'm going to break down just how horrible it is and why. Now, Netflix already dominates streaming, but with Warner Brothers catalogs, IP, characters, show, infrastructure, they basically now got the keys to the whole damn kingdom. And one company owning that much content means less competition. And keep in mind, competition is what keeps writers, actors, creators fed. When a few giants run everything, they set the rules. And those rules usually look like we're cutting budgets, we're using fewer writers, we're paying below industry standards. And if you don't like it, where else are you gonna work? We own everything. Not only that, Netflix is notorious for short lifespans. They cancel shows faster than I cancel my weekday plans, while Warner Brothers is known for its longevity. So I guess we can kiss those long-running series with 23 episodes a season goodbye? Now, my biggest problem with Netflix is that they don't share viewership data with creators or the public, meaning creators can't negotiate pay based on actual numbers, and Netflix can underpay residuals because sorry, we don't reveal metrics. So basically, you never really know if your project or any project is successful on Netflix because they gatekeep all the info. Also, fewer buyers equals fewer jobs. Let's be real. Hollywood already feels like the Hunger Games for working class creatives, but now taking one of the biggest studios out of the pool of potential buyers means fewer places to pitch your script, fewer original shows and movies being greenlit, writers' rooms shrinking to 3 people, and less money in the ecosystem overall. And this might sound dramatic, but creativity dies when corporations get too big because they don't care about risky ideas, diverse storylines, weird little art films, or giving new writers a chance. They care about franchises, algorithms, reboots, IPs, and safe bets. Warner Brothers used to be the place where big swings happened, but now it risks basically becoming a Netflix content farm. And this is absolutely horrible for Hollywood because the middle class of the entertainment industry, the actual backbone, is disappearing. Hollywood used to be run by creatives and now it's run by monopolies. So yeah, it's a very sad day for creatives, but it is not over for us because here's the plot twist. Social media is slowly becoming the new entertainment industry. The gatekeepers are losing power, the algorithms don't care about your pedigree, and audiences are choosing authenticity over billion-dollar IP. So luckily, we are in a time where you can launch an entire career from your phone. So what are you waiting for? Make your own projects, build your own fan base, and make the studios chase us for once because Hollywood might be consolidating, but creators are expanding. And that's where the real future is. So you've probably seen the news that Netflix bought Warner Brothers, and you've probably...
Now, after hearing
That's true.
that, I was just about to say that, but yeah, she is 100% true. Because some of those things I was thinking about as I was talking to other people about it, especially one of my ooses. Yeah, I said one of my ooses. Don't copyright me, WWE. Don't come after me. I know what the word means, and I can't say WWE, but it's my own culture. Please don't come after me. I believe D.P.O just froze. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll figure it out in a second. About how, you know...
Do the fuck out of him.
How,
I guess you didn't hear my part.
I just heard your part. I just lost my train of thought because she just said it. It was like running through my mind. Like she brought up the facts you were saying. You know, like all these. You know, there's not going to be enough payment going around. And
my man, you said interject real quick before we get back to it. When you said WWE, don't copyright me. Discord saved you because I said sue them, and I got cut out.
Oh no, it came back because then I had to. I guess Discord wanted me to correct myself because I was correcting myself. I'm like, not WWE, Samoan culture. You know, don't come after me. Please don't hurt me. Please don't hurt me. Like, I don't think I'm ready to take an ass whooping like that.
They want all the dollars they can get.
But she's not. Okay, now I remember. What she was saying was giving, you know, people the chance, you know, writers and stuff, the business. There's a reason to have, you know, monopolies and stuff, but not, you know, as big like how this is about to get. Because you need those, you know, competitors to go back and forth to try new stuff. That's like clothing.
I mean, honestly, though, I look at it like this. There is nothing wrong with having nothing that big because if you do it right, you can have more people for more ideas. You just got to section everybody off to their thing. Like, everybody off doing anything. All you got to do is check on them. Hey, you good? All right, what you need? Like, all right, I just want to hear your ideas. All right, that sound cool. Like, how big of a scale you trying to get to it? Like, really listen to their idea and let them continue to do their thing. Like, you're there to support them, not to take over them. Like, I feel like that's if that's what you're there for, that's what you're there for. You're there to support. So support them and to make them bigger. They're there to make your big. They're under your name, so you there to help them bigger, and they become bigger. That's under your name, bro. That's helping you out, bro.
You're not wrong.
So I feel like you should let them do their thing.
Bro, you're not wrong, and the reason I'm saying that because when you actually think about it more and more, I agree with you. I completely agree with you because this was like a thing in school. And I was on the side, like, you can have monopolies. They just you just got to do it right. And you just broke down, like, you know, how it's got to be done right. Like, have these big businesses, but, like, do it right. Don't do it and then start crushing.
Everybody get greedy. Or somebody start getting greedy.
But what she said at the end about, you know, social media might take over because there are people out there like the guy I brought up the last episode, Young Sage, making a Power Ranger project
Mm-hmm.
called Mythos Force. Now, right now, because I've been keeping up with it, he is having some issues because there's some allegations going on about him. I don't know what those allegations are. I
Like,
I tend to try to stay away from stuff like that because 9 times out of 10, usually it's someone saying they did something that never happened just to ruin what they have going on.
at times, yeah, sometimes it is like that. I mean,
But
but in today's, nowadays, it's you never know. Keep an open mind. Just be like, oh, hey,
I mean, I keep an open mind, but
you're
like then,
dude still making a great film. That's all I know.
stuff starts going down, more and more because now you have people losing faith. You have people who believe that you didn't do this, but like something about being this might stain my name, and I can't have that, or I don't want to
Mm-hmm.
do that.
Hey, and that's what I say. You know, what he did do and everything cool. He gonna let everything. Let everything play out for itself, man.
Well, he is now recasting for a few Rangers. I know the Black Ranger is one of them.
Like I said, stuff happens.
But she's not wrong. Like, make your own stuff. Go out there and do something. Like, yeah, I understand that it's very hard to get into like the film industry and certain other industries because they're very nowadays particular because they don't really want to hear brand new ideas that literally would grab anyone's attention. They don't want to go with the luck of the draw. They just rather go with what sticks and what's good.
What's safe? They want to go by what's safe.
And I'm not saying this as like what I'm about to use as an example. I'm not saying it as I'm hating on it or as in like you know any other form or way or shape of negativity. I'm saying it because this is just the way it looks to me, and I'm gonna say like the Avatar movies because Avatar came back out in what, like '09.
Which one?
The first one, the
Talking about
blue.
the blue. Okay, all right. We're talking about the Navi people.
We not. If I'm gonna say Avatar, I'm gonna say Aang. I'm gonna say the Last Airbender. All right.
All right. I just want to make sure we're talking about the Navi people. All right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's been a minute. It's been like, oh nine, but he's doing it right though.
He's doing
Take
it
his
right.
time,
Again, I'm
make
not
sure everything's good.
putting negativity
Tell
on
the
it. I'm
story.
just saying that's what I think. Film. The industry is looking for. They're looking for, as you said, safe. Like, oh, you James Cameron, you made the first Avatar. Of course, we'll make the other ones.
Because I mean they did so well. I mean he was straight up with people like I ain't gonna like these ain't. I mean even when in '09 when he said the sequels were dropping, he was like, yeah, they ain't gonna be dropping until like 2025, 2026, like in like 2020s. He was like, it's gonna be a very long time. So he already told people from the jump.
Like, yeah, he told people from the jump, but that's my example of like them playing it safe because they're using something they knew worked well before and worked well again, and they're going to keep it going. Because James Cameron is not even certain, not even fully sure if the new one that's about to come out, Fire and Ash, is going to do great. Because he literally said, if this doesn't do great, bro, I'm done. I'm cool. I'm not doing nothing
He was
else.
like, I ain't gonna try. Which is like completely respectable. Like, but I think he's gonna do fine. I think he's gonna do well because like Avatar is such a great movie, great story. And it tells such a great story, man. Like you something you can see, watch by yourself, watch with someone, watch with a family, like and everyone. Like it's amazing.
But that's the cut of the wrap everything up in a neat way. Something's got to be done because either Netflix has to keep up with has to fix their fucking mindset and go, yeah, we can't do all this, or at this point give it to Paramount, but on everything. And I'm saying this for the love of of film, all those people you fired, you better rehire. If that's the case.
Guy like this, like whoever does it, man, just you're there for support. Support one another, support another one, support each other's ideas, support each other's creativities. Fuck the budget, the money's gonna come. I mean, you're gonna lose the money regardless because if you don't do nothing right now, you're gonna lose the money. So why not take a chance? Why not take a shot? Why not be different? You know? And Netflix could even be at to the point where because they're doing Netflix houses where even if they do this, which I believe they do have like little theaters in the next Netflix houses. Those movies can go right to the Netflix houses theaters, and Netflix can have their own. They got their own little theater, so that's still going to be generating the revenue and doing everything like that.
And that will be great. But I still at the end agree with what
Somebody
you
need to
said,
do something,
that
like you said, something
I
support.
I also agree with her at the end. Go out there and make your own stuff. Go out there and make your own
Oh,
stuff.
definitely
Just like how
take chance.
John Cena planned, and I didn't finish the interview. Now that we're going into wrestling,
Bum, bum, bum. School.
but
Don't finish the interviews.
I got some good information. He planned for 3 fucking years to spell World Tour.
He planned for a 3-year tour.
Because he broke it down. You got to think about it like this. Let's say, because we want to voice act, we want to act ourselves. Let's say we get there, right? We're making movies. Stuff already goes in pre-production into prior years. So like we could be working on one thing and booked for one whole year. Then we hear next year, yeah, we're booked for this too, and that's gonna take all year. And then the year after that, we got 3 more projects we're doing, and we're booked for that entire year. So he knew in 2025 he was clear, and he understood. Real quick, for those that are confused of where we're going with this, we're supposed to talk about how this Saturday, which this episode is probably released on, is John Cena's last match ever, and he will no longer be wrestling. But then also everything that's going on with WWE and some of the, as we usually do, some of the pushes we see and some of the things we heard. But we're mostly focusing on the John Cena stuff because, well, he's the never seen 17, greatest of all time. You can't just salute a GOAT out like this.
Greatest that there will ever be. The man put in his time, put his effort, put in everything for the company.
He had said he saw 2025 was clear, right? He doesn't really get all that, we'll do it the way you want. We'll do it the way you want. Because not a lot of people are getting, we'll do it the way you want.
Facts.
And like he said with a buddy of his best friend, throughout those 3 years, what he wanted to do. And he originally planned for 220 dates, but they go, we only got 36.
Screwing them.
And I also found out, because we both did find out, because he went into more detail about it too. For those who have not watched WWE Unreal or the McMahon documentary, which we do need to finish the McMahon documentary because I realized you never got a chance to finish that one.
For real?
Yeah, we left off literally on like the first fucking episode.
Oh, okay. Well, I finished.
No, we didn't. We finished the Unreal one. When it was breaking down the entire year, because we're getting the second season of Unreal, and that one is gonna go more into SummerSlam and how Seth bitch Rollins.
Jesus.
Oh, you thought I was just gonna skip on calling him bitch Rollins? He's still bitch Rollins at the end of the day. Did his little one trick pony act. But back to John Cena. I don't mean to cut in on the Never Seen 17. He stated, as they stated in the Elimination Chamber, they came up with the idea to make Elimination Chamber big by, hey, John, you want to turn heel? And he specified in an interview with Chris. I don't want to mispronounce his name wrong, but Chris Vin Velit. I feel like I said it wrong. And he stated, like, yeah, everything you saw on Unreal was true. They did all these other phone calls, and I got the last call because I'm so easy. I'm always decided just to do the stuff. I don't complain. I don't go in and go, oh, that's not fair. That's not this. It's just, yeah, let's do it. And then he also explained, like, what if literally this Saturday he don't show up for that match? He don't pull up. He don't go out to do his final match. He said, you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna figure it out. They're gonna replan.
That's it.
And the more and more I'm listening, I'm watching, it just became more clear that, it really sucked that John Cena could not do what he wanted, because he originally wanted the 220 dates to more so for all the fans. Because again, he saw 2025 open, had nothing really going on. So he's like, I can give you guys this full year of me wrestling and go out here.
Back to back. Go out with a bang. He was trying to give us and go out with a bang for us.
Now, a lot of people didn't like, because he also goes into this heel turn. A lot of people didn't like it. I actually did. And he broke down why he did some of the things he did. Like, why he went out to the audience and was like, you get nothing. He didn't change the outfits. He didn't change his theme music. He didn't do all that. He broke it down on, like, how long. Like, I only have a year. Imagine, like, how when, and he used Hulk Hogan, for example. He was with the NWO doing that song all those years, and then just to finally come back and use his original theme, Real American, just to be babyface again. And I honestly think his way of doing it was literally the way of doing it, because he said, I put in the perspective of, I'm a bad guy. You don't get nothing from a bad guy. A bad guy doesn't give you this, that, and the third.
Big facts. They don't do shit.
And then, he also used, like, the criticism, the stuff that's been going on throughout the years, to go back at the fans like that. That was hurtful, because I was hurt. I was like, John, I ain't never said you couldn't wrestle. I ain't never said you was trash. I've been with you since I came out the womb, man. Every nigga you ain't liked, I didn't like. Every nigga that you had to put into place, I was with you while you put them in place. I feel like that little
John
boy,
Cena
man. I was crying.
John Cena had beef. I had beef.
I was over there crying, bro. Like, for real.
It was like, who we beefing with today, John?
Now, he did say, in the interview, he, when AJ Styles, because he didn't want to name the wrestler at first, but then he went on and stated it. With AJ Styles, they had a conversation where it was like, yo, when I first met you, you seemed like a complete dick. Like how me and you kind of reminisce on the story of how we first met, because I literally thought, again, you had this look in your eyes of like, fuck off and just give me my shit. But he thought John was like, I don't know, like a self-centered kind of person. But then when he found out, like, oh shit, that's who you is, bro. My bad. I was unfamiliar with your game.
Be like that.
Now, I did also learn the way Saturday Night Main Event is going is because John asked for it to go that way. So the reason his match goes first is because he said, he was basically brought up like how, his first day, Kurt Angle was like, yo, I'll work with the kid. Come on. He explained the feeling. He's like, I want these NXT stars to have that feeling. And maybe I misheard what he meant, or maybe I just wasn't I didn't hear it clearly, but it still sounded like to me like he wanted to take on an NXT talent, like, because if you paid attention on Monday Night Raw, we had all those match announcements that all these NXT stars were going up all these great WWE main rosters like Sol Ruka versus Bailey, Obafemi versus Cody. Even though Cody's now on the phone with Ricky, talking about why the fuck did you lose that match? God damn it! You had one job, Ricky. Ah, shit. Ah, fuck. All right, Ricky. Here's what we gonna do. You gonna become a mask man, like whoever this dude is working for the Vision, and you gonna help me out because I don't know.
Bro, Cody. I don't know. It's gonna be an interesting match, but I feel like Cody gonna be good.
I'm just messing
Cody
around
gonna be
with you,
good.
Cody
He gonna
Rhodes.
he gonna show what it's really like.
Oh, he really is because Cody been on one lately. Cody been on one lately. But before we get into the
That's
rest of
why it's good.
wrestling,
That's why it's good. Oba got instead of Ricky. Cody might would have lashed out on Ricky by accident, like, oh man, that ass was one even for you.
but before we get into all the other wrestlers, let's continue with John first, real quick. But that's why, like I said, and then we have the tag team match they announced of Javon Evans, Leon Slater versus Dragon Lee and AJ Styles, and we also
That's
did
gonna
get
be
some
interesting.
exciting news. So now, I will say this because I know I haven't been making clips, and I really should be making clips or give this to D.P.O to make clips. But thank you, John Cena, so fucking much for everything you did throughout the course of my 23-year-old life.
For real. John has changed so many lives, has changed so many people's lives, has done not only so much for the WWE, but has done so much outside of the WWE. He has raised generations on generations. And even when he is gone, will at least raise one to two more generations by the name of John Cena. John thinks just when he's gone that they're gonna forget about him in like 2, 3, 6 months, maybe so, but his fans won't. You know, I wouldn't
He
be surprised every so often they will cheer "Thank you, Cena," because I'm always say "Thank you, Cena."
he did mention that in there too, but like, bro, no, you're not going nowhere, man. To me, you're not going nowhere. This company ain't the way it is without you being there. Now he did sign on for like a 5-year contract to be an ambassador, but I still think he'll have a major role here and there.
Oh, definitely. I feel like
Now,
he is too.
to dive in just into the final match and then get on to everything else, fuck Gunther. Fuck that fucking L they gave LA Knight. Stop treating LA Knight like shit. And fuck Gunther. Because at this point, I'm still going to continue to say it. I don't think Gunther is actually keeping up with the K-Fob. I think this motherfucker is out here beefing for real. Like, this nigga is actually letting out his actual anger he feels towards these other wrestlers. And just be like, yeah, y'all ain't shit.
They're just giving it to him.
They're always just giving to Gunther because apparently before the tournament even ended, there was reports that Gunther posted like, "Hey, I'm winning the tournament and I'm gonna face John," and then took the shit down. And I'm like, no punishment. He don't get in trouble for that. LA Knight had to lose.
Man, I felt like LA Knight wasn't supposed to lose. Like I felt like he really did hurt his neck, and like when Gunther did his little lock, that it was just adding more pain to his neck,
Word.
even more. So it was like no point. He had to tap out. You know, so because like it added to the pain 10 times more to whatever already happened. Because like there was something that happened that he injured his neck or hurt his neck, and I was like, God damn it, LA Knight. Um, and because you gotta think about it. Come now Monday night comes the whole thing with Logan Paul, him, uh, the Vision, Breaker doing the tsunami and then carrying him away in a stretcher in a neck brace.
Oh, that I just heard about because I was about to bring that up next. But for all those years, people said John Cena can't wrestle, and behind Gunther talking about he can wrestle. Let me just clear up some facts here. Well, let me state some facts, not clear up some facts. Let me just state this: Gunther can't win without putting somebody in a submission.
Fact. Like I haven't seen that dude really make a pin yet.
That's all you can do is put somebody in submission, and then, oh, I am the winner. I am the greatest. At this point, go ahead, name yourself the retirement general, because if they ever decide to give you the name the Legend Killer, I hope Randy RKO's you 5 times and on top of a steel cage.
Randy comes out for John's final match, stops him.
There are reports that Gunther is not going to be his final opponent. Something's supposed to happen to Gunther, and then it was stated there was a few other statements of where it's like this old, and not old as an age, but like old WWE superstars is the way they put it, supposed to come back and then take on John.
I ain't see his ass get injured one day, so.
CM Punk already did an injury on him. Now, back to LA Knight. Apparently, he's supposed to be getting a push from what I heard today after the events of what occurred on Monday Night Raw. He's supposed to be getting a push.
Hopefully.
Started next year and become like this big baby face.
Like, my man's got so much potential.
He really does. I guess that's what it was for me in the beginning of LA Knight, is like when I got back into wrestling and I'm seeing LA Knight with the US Championship and the way he was, I'm like, nah, man, something about you in that championship ain't sitting right. Like, you seem like you take care of that championship. Like, you defend it, you make sure that motherfucker polished. But it's like you holding on to it too much. That's what was throwing me off. He was like, he gripping on that motherfucker like he got an Orange Lantern ring.
Hey.
And then come to find out, that was like one of the only championships he may have won. I could be wrong.
Say.
And they ain't did nothing else yet. I'm like, but he's really good. Like, he's good with the crowd. His promos are good. The way he moves in the ring is good. So, like,
my man be hitting. He does. He moves. Like, I guess they just haven't figured out what they wanted to do with LA Knight, but hopefully they figure it out soon, because like he has potential, and it's potential that they're wasting, like they're doing with everyone.
And see, the thing is, I feel like he took the Miz's move, skull crushing finale, they turn it into the BFT, because he's not, and mixed it with a stunner, because he's not, having a tripping nigga just to slam their face down. He literally run it back up on you, grabbing your ass and saying, bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the BFT is a really good move.
Like, slamming your ass, like, bitch, come here. Got your ass. It's definitely, like, the BFT is it's a unique move. Let's put it that way. It's one of those unique moves.
Now, as far as this thing with the Vision, who the fuck, and I don't give a fuck about all of them. Braun Breaker, you might get your ass beat like really bad because you just asked for CM Punk, and then you said take the man's wife. Yeah, you stirred the pot right there, buddy. Have fun with that ass whooping. Have fun with that. And then who the fuck is this masked dude? Like, literally, who the fuck is this nigga? Because even though it pains me to say this, it's not Bitch Rollins.
Definitely not Seth Rollins.
Because he did the stomp. He came out twice.
He did that kick. Who else kicking like that?
And at this point, I'm curious as Austin Theory, because if you pay close attention to the match with LA Knight, he literally looked at the ring, looked at Logan Paul, and was like, he gave him that look like, I want to beat your ass, but there's a reason I'm doing this shit. And then it can't be Seth Rollins, because Seth Rollins ain't gonna sit there and be like, hey, you gotta go in there and help these niggas. This is Paul Heyman, bro. This is Paul. Paul set this shit up.
Or not. Like, or soon, like, Paul's gonna find out who it is, because, like, or the dude in the mask is just, he wants to be a part of the division. The first time he did it, that was him doing it. Now Paul's involved.
I feel like Paul was involved from the jump. Like, there's a bunch of like people saying, it's still Austin Theory. That's this masked person.
Yeah, I do see that one going around a lot, saying it is Austin Theory.
Now, there are some other speculations on how Triple H announced. Well, not Triple H. Somebody announced. WWE is announcing that, hey, NXT stars, get up here. Y'all about to join Stephanie and Julia. So we're about to see some of them NXT stars finally go up there, because I thought Obafemi was on his way up next.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with Javon Evans.
There's a few. Like, 'cause there's a lot of them that's been appearing, having matches, like you said, Javon Evans, Leon Slater, Sol Ruka, Obafemi.
All four of them, they're going to be on main event. I really think should be on the main roster. There's some other ones I think should be on the main roster, and there's others I really don't, because like they seem like they're too comfortable being on NXT, which is fine. Don't get me wrong.
I mean, nah, because you can only be comfortable being on NXT for so long. NXT is to build up just to get to the main roster.
Exactly.
So, like, if you're comfortable in NXT, then it's time for you to move on. I mean, unless they ain't, done perfecting their techniques, or feel like they're not done perfecting it. Well, even when you get on the main roster, you're going to be changing your technique, because now there's new shit you got to learn.
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong, because like I heard that Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins are literally, because of her, this was stated by I think Bailey when she was on the 6 Feet Under podcast with Undertaker and his wife. I could be wrong where I heard this from. Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins are literally the last two to probably leave, because they're there watching every match, and they go out and they go talk to everybody like, hey, I like how you did that, but maybe try this next time. We're like, you got to really work on that. Or like, that was such a great match. You did so well. I like how you did, X, Y, and Z.
I mean, that's what you're supposed to do. I mean, I mean, I feel like as wrestlers, that's what you're supposed to do. Like, help build each other up, especially like if you notice something going on with another person that you feel like you can help them out, build them up, become greater, elevate them to the next level. Like, like, hey, notice this, try to do that. That's motivation. It helps because you see it from a different perspective.
Exactly. I 100% agree. Now, we are getting up into that wrap-up time, so I will shortly say this. Again, thank you, John Cena. Thank you very much. And
Thank you.
I really don't want to watch this last match, but
Everything's appreciative. Hey, man, if you don't want to show up, we understand. Nobody forcing you.
I'm going to have to. I'm going to have to.
No, I'm talking about John.
If you don't show up, I understand. You're done. You don't want to do it no more.
That's what I'm saying.
That's cool. That's cool.
You don't show up. Ain't nothing wrong with it. We get it.
But when we come back in the next episode of the podcast, I will be, showing what the hell my Spotify rap is. I was going to do it this episode, but we ain't got enough time. We kind of went overtime, so we're good.
Yeah. Next time. Closer to next city end of the year.
But we all hope you have fun. You vibe with us. You chill with us. Let us know in the comments what you think. Oh, wait. Hold on. We ain't ending just yet. Fuck. We got to do the Stoners question. Goddamn.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering where were you going.
So was I.
Yeah, I was kind of letting you finish there, and I was like, seems like you forgot something.
I'm about to end the podcast. We even do our signature fucking thing. Like, how the fuck I'm going to end this podcast? We ain't do our signature goddamn thing. Nigga, we got to do the Stoners question.
I was letting you finish up, and then, I was gonna let you know.
Like, yeah, we gotta do the Star Wars question. What the fuck was I thinking?
Got too caught up in WWE.
You damn right I did. You damn right I did. You right. Like, you right. Shit. I'm just laughing my ass off because I'm like, I actually forgot the fucking Star Wars question.
Yeah.
Bro, it just barely happened the entire time we've been making episodes. It was like the first time I've actually forgot to do the fucking Star Wars question.
You got a question?
I actually do. I'm just trying to fucking find it. Like, I send this shit, and then, like, I forget about the shit.
Message to all the homies.
No, that's not that one. That's not that one. That's not it. That was something else. That was something else.
Man said it like he definitely ain't want to show it for the podcast. He was like, just ignore what y'all said, heard there.
Yeah, please do, because, like, that actually was for something else. I ain't lying. I sent that to you personally, D.P.O, so I don't know how I sent that to here. I need to, like, pay attention where I'm sending shit late at night.
Before you clock out, hypothetically, for $2 million, if they said you had to hit your grandmama with a wrestling move, which one would it be?
That was it. That's it. This is the one. This is the one. I was looking for it. Okay, so dude, start the question for today, and then we had another thing we wanted to do. But let's do the other thing first, because D.P.O needs to breathe, because he tried his hardest not to fucking laugh at that fuckery I just showed. You alright over there? Because you look like you was about to cry.
Go ahead, man.
Trevor might be the only person on the planet.
No. First, we're gonna watch a J dude that makes the fucking henchman videos. We're gonna watch one, and D.P.O actually is gonna pick it, even though he can't see it right now. So D.P.O is gonna pick one out of all the random ones I have here. I'm going to slowly scroll, and D.P.O is going to pick one. I have not seen majority of these, because I've been, like, staying away from them, because I didn't want to copy his thing when we tried to do it on here. But go ahead, D.P.O. Take a nice little gander, and pick which one you think might be interesting to hear about.
Go ahead and give me Blade.
Blade? Where the fuck did you see Blade? I swear to God, if I scrolled all the way...
Right there under Deadpool.
I was gonna say, if I scrolled all the way down and you have me scroll back up and...
He looked me dead in my eyes and called me a fucking sun duck.
With the hard R?
With the hard R! Garlic, silver, and sunlight is vampire kryptonite. Unless that vampire is Blake. He had to pull up in a trench coat, though. Fuck, this nigga so cool. I thought he was one of us. What did we do to make this nigga that bad? I hate that fucking daywalker.
Yeah, that's gotta be racist.
Come on now.
Nah.
I didn't even mean it like that. He pulled up to the blood rave with holy water and garlic bread. Why the fuck am I here?
Just lead him into sunlight.
What you gonna get?
This nigga said he poured over holy water and garlic bread. So you telling me Blade feeding hungry vampires out there? Okay.
Gotta eat,
Tan nigga. He wear black tips? Oh no!
What's wrong?
Those worse than black forces! Did you know silver bullets don't kill him?
No.
Neither did I! See, with the silver bullets, they kill your soul first. He hit Liddy in the chest with a shotgun loaded with garlic.
Dang.
Liddy, I'm sorry! Blake, can you at least smile once? No? Okay! Who taught this nigga how to use sword? I can't breathe. I'm just saying, with a name like Blade, nigga, you'd expect him to use the sword a little more. He looked me dead in my eyes and called me a fucking...
I can't believe I'm about to ask this, but how do you load a shotgun with fucking garlic? And I don't mean the actual shotgun. I mean the fucking bullet.
Blade. That's what he does, man. Extract that garlic, put it into mix it with the gunpowder and the bullet. Mix it with Strato. But yeah, for a guy named Blade, he definitely used he used the guns more.
You're not wrong there, I won't lie. But we're getting to the Stoner's question. So you're at work. Let's just imagine all of us. We're at work, and this one coworker asks us this question.
Before you clock out, hypothetically, for $2 million, if they said you had to hit your grandmama with a wrestling move, which one would it be?
Wrestling move.
A wrestling move.
Oh, pile drive.
I'm coming off the top rope with a people's elbow. Woo! Before you clock out, hypothetically, for
I just want to say this. Why the fuck are those two moves the only well-known moves niggas want to do the most? Because first of all, there's a whole video of a nigga, and I'm gonna say this one. I'm gonna make this one very clear. That is not the tombstone. Because last time I checked, there wasn't Undertaker dropping on his knees to hit you with a tombstone, not sitting on his ass.
Yeah.
That is not a tombstone. That is a full-blown pile driver that nigga got hit with. Y'all always say that's the tombstone for you. You gonna die. No, that's a full-blown pile driver.
So, what rest of the movie you hit your grandma with?
Of course you asked me first. Of course you asked me first. You know I'm that fucking sinister. See, it wouldn't just be one, right? Because they didn't ever really say, technically they didn't. They said for $2 million, a move. So, like, we do this every time, right? I can hit multiple moves and get more than just the $2 million. But let's just say I don't, right? Let's just say I don't. I will make it a combination.
Mm-hmm. What? Listen.
First things first. You got here with super kick, you know. Then a Superman punch. Then after the Superman punch, you gotta go in. You gotta go in with the Goldberg jackhammer. Then the ending's off with a cherry on top. Not only do you hit her with a spear, but you gonna hit her with a Roman Reigns Braun Breaker combo spear. I mean, you gonna do the rope, bow. Should be fine. I'll give it a little $1,000 on the side.
Is that gonna cover her? That's like, yeah.
I did not say I wouldn't cover the medical bills. I just said I would give it a little $1,000 on the side, you know.
Is she even gonna be alive after that?
Yeah, 100%. But you want me to keep it simple? If you want me to keep it simple, I'm so dead ass.
Nah.
I'm so
we already know what you're doing.
No. This is if you want me to keep it simple. This move always plays in my head whenever I want to hit somebody with a wrestling move. I'm pulling a Randy Orton crossbody DDT because the way that nigga do that shit is too damn smooth and too damn powerful. I want to catch somebody and just go wham, and then get up and just go. All right, job's done. Walk right the fuck off.
I'm gonna just keep it simple. An FU with a 5-knuckle shuffle.
But that's two.
I mean,
keep it
you
simple.
can't. I mean, you can't do the FU, and you can't do the 5-knuckle shuffle without doing FU.
You're not wrong, right? But my thing is, I'd rather save John's moves for what I know. I'm about to be John Cena. Like, I'm about to go to war. And I'm telling
Hey,
somebody, if you want some, come get some.
Hey, it's $2 million. You ain't seeing me.
I could see it now. D.P.O. is Grady in the kitchen cooking. Come to the house. How you doing, baby? He's like, oh, I'm good, Grandma. I'm good. She paying attention on that stove. He goes, oh no! This nigga has announced it himself too. Oh no! He's got her an adjustment. He's heading up. F you! Grandma on the floor. Oh my God, David! What just happened? In the name of David. My fault. In the name of David.
God.
I was laughing too hard while doing it. I fucked up my whole sentence. But in the name of David.
Yes, okay.
And then, he stand over her. She trying to get her vision. He does in a weird voice. Talking about, you can't see me. Bam. Ah! Now you running in talking about, Grandma, you good? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. D.P.O., why did you do to you like that? And you're like, that wasn't me. I got hit. He done took the pan and hit himself in the head. Just so he got a little blood effect. Be like, I got hit too. Oh.
He said, I looked you right in the face. You said you can't see me. I saw you.
That's just how I imagine yours going down. Because me, it's just combo after combo. I want you to know it's me. All right, you gonna be trying to get up, catch your breath, and go, oh, what the fuck did I get hit with? Force, nigga. Just Superman punch. Like, what the fuck, bro? God damn, I didn't need all that shit, cuz. Now you looking for me. You upside down, jackhammer. You can't feel your head. As soon as you stand up and you holding your head, all you hear is me do the boom, 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 bam.
Hey, it's the comments. It's the comment section for me. The first two photos.
See, here's the one that's killing me. Both of them is killing me, and here's why. Before we wrap the video up, the Bubba Ray is killing me because Bubba Ray used to make that goddamn face when he knew he wanted to do that shit. It was just satisfying. He was enjoying the moment. Like, yeah, I did that shit. I did that shit.
We got to show Michael is just starts. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry, Flair. I'm sorry.
No, what's sad is what you just said. That's the match with Ric Flair. He didn't want to hit Rick. He was like, damn, Rick, you forcing my hand.
No, I ain't want to hit Rick at all.
I kind of want to see if there's more. Someone said the fucking sharpshooter.
Yeah, yo.
Damn.
Yo, Grandma cardiac right doing that.
The sad part, I think that's Vince McMahon in the ring getting stump busted. Steve Austin. Bubba Ray. What we got here? Of course, Randy Orton. Of course, the RKO.
That was mask air right there. Getting up that high for a freaking Big Show. Stayed up there. Look at that. Look how high that bag would came down.
That's what I'm saying. Like, people forget. Randy Orton RKO Big Show and fucking Mark Henry. When he RKO Mark Henry, he did the fucking he jumped up, did woohoo, and then went like this. I'm like, that nigga been waiting for that shit. Yeah, but anyways, this has been the Stone Viewpoint podcast. We hope you enjoy it. We hope you had fun. We hope you come back with us the next time. No, you will not be seeing any edits in this video because this one actually went pretty well. Nobody said any BS. And the reason because I had to stop D.P.O. from wanting to talk about a goddamn $2 million bridge. And I knew where he was going with it.
No such thing as BS. Sometimes I just feel like if you built things, it should be worth the money.
D.P.O., go ahead and talk to the lovely folks.
We hope you guys have a wonderful evening, morning, afternoon, whatever your time zone is. We thank you guys for joining us here at the Stoner Viewpoint, and we'll see you back at the next one. Or as Vinny says, we'll see you at the next checkpoint.
As we usually do. See you at the next checkpoint, which is Christmas. Deuces.
Peace.
High So let me break it all down for you. I ain't never giving up, I ain't never giving up. I'm taking that crown from you. I ain't worried about you, I ain't here to make